Okay, so these are everything that you're going to need to make what I am making today. So I will go through everything. This is a rice pot. You can get this from Tops or Price Right, or you can probably find a rice pot anywhere. Maybe Aldi's, I'm not sure. I'm gonna use some canola oil. I am going to use some tomato sauce. These are the pigeon beans, the green pigeon beans by Goya. Goya is what I go by, but if you want to use other brands you can, but these are what you will need. I got some sofrito. I got this from Price Right, but you can also get like the little jars or little tubs of this frozen at Tops or Walmart. And then these are the seasonings you are going to need. These are the seasonings that I use. A lot of people make their rice different. This is how I learned how to make mine. So I got the Goya Jamon seasoning, and I'm going to be using 2 packets of this. This is the chicken seasoning by Goya, the pollo seasoning, and I'm going to be using 2 of that, and also 2 packets of sazon, and this just adds color most of the time. You can get this pretty much anywhere. And then I'm going to use a coffee mug to measure rice. And this is a rice spoon. You can use a rice spoon like this or anything similar to this. And then I will show you the rice that I'm using. This is the bag of rice that I use. I use a really big bag. We're already halfway through, but I did get this a while ago. But I use the medium grain rice. It's just easiest to do. So if you want to get short grain or long grain, I'm not sure how to cook that. This is what I stick by. So medium grain rice by Goya. First thing I'm going to do is put on a medium low or low medium fire. Then I am going to take my canola oil and pour that into the bottom rim there. Just till it fills up the bottom part of the rice pan. The next thing I'm gonna do is use my sofrito, and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons. This is a teaspoon, so I'm just gonna, I'd say that's just a little bit more. Okay, that's enough. So next I am going to take my pollo seasoning and put them both in there. Next I'm going to take my jamon seasoning. And then last I am going to take my sazon seasoning. I'm going to take a spoon and just mix it together. And I'm going to let that come to a boil. Next, I'm going to pour a half a can of the tomato sauce or salsa de tomate and pour that into there. Once I come to a boil, like I said, just half of the can. You can save the rest for the next time you make rice. Again, we are going to stir this. Next, I'm going to pour the can of gandules, the whole thing, including the juice, everything into the rice pan. And again, I'm going to take my spoon and just mix that all up. You're going to wait for this to come to a boil, and then we're going to add the rice. So now that it's come to a boil again, I am going to start off by putting 4 of these into here, and I just fill it all the way to the top. And then we're gonna add a half a cup into with the hay. Now we are going to take the rice spoon, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna coat the rice. Okay, after I'm done flipping it, I'm going to add 4.5 cups of water into this. That means it's good if the spoon stands up straight without any trouble. Like if I stick it in here and it's like slightly moving like that, that means there's too much water in there. Or it can mean that there's not enough rice. But, so, now that we got everything in there, everything is all set. I'm gonna let this cook until all the water absorbs the rice, until the rice is all dried up on the top and you don't see any more water in the crevices. I will show you how it looks when it's done. Okay, so this is pretty much when you want to turn the rice. Let me just zoom in so you can see. The rice has absorbed all of the water. So now we are going to flip the rice with the spoon. So it's really important that you guys understand how to flip this rice. So what you want to take is something way better than this, but I'm going to use this because I don't know where my oven mitt is. So what you're going to do is take your rice spoon and flip your rice just like that. And you're going to do that all the way around. So now we flip the rice. It's important that you flip, not stir. I don't really know the purpose of this is. Maybe it's to get the uncooked meat and just get it all tossed in there. You don't want to just go like that. No. So once you flipped your rice, you are going to make sure that you keep it. It's very important that you listen to the next directions that I'm about to give you. You want to make sure that you keep them at a low medium fire, because if you cook your rice too fast, the rice here will stay hard and it won't cook, but this part around will burn. If you cook it too slow, it's gonna take too long for the rice to actually cook. So it's very important, medium low fire. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the top on this and I'm gonna put a timer on the stove for 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes I'm gonna flip the rice, so that way I'm flipping all the rice so that way everything can get coated evenly, whatever the reason for why I have to flip it every 10 minutes, but that's what you have to do. So I'm going to put the top on it and I'm going to let that cook. Okay, the timer is up for 10 minutes. And your rice should look a little bit like this. You can always test your rice by obviously trying a little bit, making sure it's not hard. If it's not, it's perfectly cooked. But depending on whatever it could be, if it's too hard still, you can put the lid back on and let it cook for a little bit longer. I told you guys to cook it at a low medium fire, but I cooked this at a medium fire, and then like when I went to go flip it for the first time, I turned it to a low fire. But I cooked it on a medium fire. So you guys can do it like that. I just say medium low just because if you're just starting out making this, I don't want you guys, you know, to make it wrong. But definitely is a lot of practice and all that good stuff. So here's the rice. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video if you want to see more recipe videos, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.